to hear me kick back and relax, making a float in the atmosphere. Oh yeah. One pull, two pull, third pull, and me feeling irie. Bong rips and video games, my soul just a flying free. Bob Marley on repeat, this reggae melody. We be jamming on the mic in a cannabis harmony. Ooh yeah, say bong rips and video games.
We be jamming on the mic with
It's
the
funny 'cause
cannabis harmony.
I
That's
start-
the fucking lyrics.
I start singing the one part that says a one pull, third, with one pull, two pull, third pull, got me feeling irie. Now I look at my wife and I point to her and she'll be like, Irie.
All right, guys, I got a
Session.
question. So my question of the day, for the week, I should say, my question of the week is, do you guys believe that there's only a certain level of high that you can achieve while smoking?
That's
Yes.
a really good question.
I believe.
I think so.
Yeah.
There's
People
always a
don't get
threshold
one.
that you can never go past.
Yeah, I think so.
So I think that once you get to a certain point, like I thought for me, because I just started hitting extracts after 2016. I never hit extracts or anything like that before my time in the army. Didn't even know they existed. But when I got out, there was like all these different edibles, different types of extracts that I had no idea about. So I was still smoking flower. I had no idea how to get the extracts. But even now, there are times that I smoke weed to like a cigarette. I'll smoke like a cigarette, and I guess that's that's that threshold too, because you start smoking, you just say, well, I don't really feel nothing. This really just top strains, but then you get to the extracts, and then and then the edibles, and then it's like, well, where do you go after that?
Crack.
Well, there was the cannabis.
I mean, how much further can you go?
Well, do you remember the canna bumps?
Yes, I remember canna bumps.
Okay, canna bumps, people were snorting crystal THC, and I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, Keef.
Yeah,
We're snorting Keef.
Basically.
They thought it was weird, but yeah, no, I think, for me, yeah, there is a threshold, and once you get to that threshold, I mean, but then the question is, when you get to that threshold, do you get that high that still when you reach the threshold, or you just get nothing at all?
I don't think that you receive anything else.
Now, I've gotten to the point where I've smoked myself sober.
Yes, I have done that.
Where it's like, you just smoke, and all of a sudden, like, the effect is no longer even hitting you. So you just, like, sober the fuck out. Now it's just about, I don't know, satiating that oral fixation where it's just like, all right, something's being put in my mouth for me to pull. And like that's about it.
Which is why I have a vape.
I mean,
that's why.
Usually it has to come down to it. You got to trade off. You got to trade off, because if not, it's not the same high. You smoke flower consistently, or you're already used to that high. It's like the deal with tolerance. It's like, you can only get so much, and then it switches off when you do the edibles and shit. You can only eat so many until you're like feel a certain way, and then like you could keep eating, but you're only gonna get sick after that. It's only gonna fuck up.
And that's what we're gonna discuss about our topic for today. If you guys wouldn't mind me introducing the episode.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Today's topic is high inducers.
Yay.
And I have one to kick us off because we've all have been smokers for a long time, both on the nicotine side of things and on the cannabis side of things. So my high inducer is nicotine, because if anyone knows that you're a smoker, anyone that listens to this podcast, that you smoke cigarettes while you smoke weed, it is said, this is like one of the biggest myths about high inducers for smoking weed. It is said that the nicotine in a cigarette can help elevate and make that high stronger than what it was originally. And I'm a big believer in that, because I've been smoking cigarettes since I was 13. That's around the same time I started smoking weed.
Yeah.
and the nicotine definitely did elevate that buzz.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, absolutely. Like to back off you, when I was younger, Newports specifically, menthol
Mhm.
cigarettes were like
Yep.
the go to. You know, you got a blunt, and then you made sure to get like 2 Newport Lucy's just to make sure that all right, once we're done smoking the blunt, we're passing around the cigarette so we can all kind of keep the high
Mhm.
going. Like that was the thought going into it, was menthol cigarettes was it, because I don't know, you can't smoke a Marlboro. At least in when I was smoking, you couldn't smoke a Marlboro and be like, oh, I feel fucking great. Now it's like, man, my mouth tastes terrible right now.
I mean, there were
Like,
there was also the group that was smoking the parliaments and putting crack in the fucking.
oh my god, yeah. Those the cloves. Remember
We're
the
not talking.
cloves? The
I
cloves
hate
were another
cloves.
one.
Yes, I remember cloves.
I hate them. I hate the
Fucking
smell of
cloves.
them. I hate the way they taste. They are disgusting. I hate them.
But
I used, dude, I used to smoke those. What the fuck were they called?
Red hedges.
No, what were
Black and
they? The
Mild.
Al Capones. Al Capones.
Oh, okay. The
Oh,
small cigars.
Yeah, the small little fucking mini cigarillos. Yeah, I used to smoke Al Capones.
Oh my
So
god. See
yeah.
that raw tobacco taste? I was never like I was never really that like hardcore of a fan.
Well, and
That's why I went
that was
from like
around the time that flavors in nicotine or flavors in like certain tobacco products were starting to become a thing.
yeah.
So the Al Capones always had that nice vanilla taste to them that I always enjoyed, which is why I smoked them, because of the vanilla. And it went, and if you broke open an Al Capone and used it as a blunt wrap, you get the vanilla blunt wrap with the weed, and it just, in my opinion, intensifies the taste of the bud. So we used to get Al Capone, spend like $10 or $12 on 2 packs of Al Capones, and we had blunts for the whole week.
God
So yeah.
damn. God
that's
damn.
wild. That's wild.
Well, on the topic of high inducers,
Mm-hmm.
mangoes. Who
Oh
else has
yeah,
heard
I
of
did
this
hear
one?
about that. Yeah.
Who else has
Really?
heard of that one? Mangoes. Yes. They say
Yes.
that the like not just mangoes, I think mandarins, clementines, oranges,
Anything with
anything
a citrus.
citrusy
Yeah.
or acidic in that way has a way of inducing a high. Like I
Yep.
remember eating a mango after smoking fucking a fat L, and I'd be like, yeah, I feel good. Like I'm feeling really good.
Yeah.
But yeah, mango was one that I remember, which was that was told to me by Mom Dukes. Mom Dukes was actually the one that introduced me to that one. So
Yep.
shout out to Mom for the old school
Yep.
remedies.
I was introduced to the whole citrus thing through an old friend of mine. His name was Jake. His
Mhm.
mom had introduced me to that. She's like, "Here, eat an orange."
Yeah,
And I'm like,
orange. What was it? Pineapples? Another one.
"Yep,
Is anything like on that spectrum, like kind of help the high,
yep,
or if anything tasted way better while stoned. Who knows?
yep."
But it was good. What about you, Sanch? What you got?
What you got, bud?
Oh. Asphyxiation.
Oh God, yeah, of course.
Well, no, you know what? You're not wrong. Holding your breath, holding the smoke in.
Yes, it does.
Very well known to
But the
get
way
you stoned.
he said it was just
Well,
the
yeah,
way
it
he
sounded
said it.
like overtly sexual at that point. Asphyxiation.
Asphyxiation.
Now, I just want to say the only time that I've ever had like some type of high inducer with the citrus is when my wife put a grapefruit around my and
Okay.
yeah, that was she's laughing over there. I just turned around and she's like, "What?"
Interesting.
But yeah, no, a high inducer for me would be just choosing the right strain. I mean, I'm at a real point right now that I just feel like hitting like one of these pens. I got these ghost pens, right? Maybe
Mhm.
hitting one of these, take a small hit. Maybe same thing with the nicotine or hitting a vape. Get that nice little cool energy, and then
Yep.
then you get the heat source in when you're smoking the blunt. Sometimes
Mhm.
I feel like that's a good one. I know that sometimes a shower. I really enjoy like
Yeah,
at night. I take a nice shower.
I mean, off.
So on the shower thing, I'm
Uh,
actually on the opposite side of that. A shower actually lessens my high.
really?
It causes my buzz to lower when I get into a shower because my body is starting to feel naturally relaxed that it doesn't pick up on the cannabinoids in my body as
Hmm.
quickly. So it lowers my high. So when I get out of the shower, I have to smoke more to reach that level that I was before I got one.
Shit.
That's just me personally.
I
Yeah,
mean, I guess that's one thing to definitely get out of the way, like right from the start. It's like the inducing definitely is the same way with
Mhm.
a person's tolerance in general. Like
Yep.
nobody gets high the same way. Like
Yep.
you know what
And
I
that's
mean? We all
actually
get the sensation of feeling lifted, but we all get stoned differently. The
yeah,
fuck
and
is that?
actually, so I wanted you gave me this actually.
Oh
So
shit!
actually, so I well, another like thing that kind of one thing that we don't really talk much about is terpenes,
yes.
Oh
and
yeah.
how some products like filters like this,
Hmm.
they include the terpenes and the flavored terpenes for you to, have while you're smoking, and
Yep.
Hmm.
and it really does help. I have a perfect example. I had a King Palm blueberry blueberry tip. It was either blueberry or banana or something like that.
Hmm.
And you crush it like the old Camel crushes, and it gave you like this nice flavor. And with the flavor, you would get a nice inducing high. It would really pull it out of you and make you feel really good. And at the end of the blunt, you're just like, wow, that was really good.
Oh shit!
Well, we brought up tolerance a lot in
Oh
this
yeah.
talking. So that's another thing is a person's tolerance could definitely be a high inducer because the
Well
lower
yeah.
the as it your tolerance really depends on how much you smoke. So people with low tolerance tend to feel higher than some
Yeah.
people who have been smoking for longer.
Very
So
true.
Can we touch on that for a second? And I want to specifically call out um, the 55 and older age group
okay.
because I have seen like listening to the radio shows and even like my wife told me of someone that she knows recently who is older who eats gummies, probably just gummies. And I'm hearing that a lot of the older crowds enjoy the edibles more specifically
Hmm.
than
Mhm.
gummies. And
Hmm.
Yeah.
I want to be that high.
Yeah, facts.
And it's just like they don't pass that threshold because they just stick to the gummies or whatever the edible is instead of having to smoke it. And
Yep.
it's actually kind of admirable and kind of interesting to see and hear.
Well,
I just feel like the older gen is more responsible with it. Like they know, how much they need to smoke in order to just feel what they need to feel and get, do what they need to do under that, under that influence and shit.
yep.
Like for us, like it's always been the same thing. Like, we got the weed in front of us. We're gonna fucking smoke it. Like it's gonna get smoked.
Yep.
Like one way, like it's gonna get smoked. So it's like I guess I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain where it's like, we're more careless when it comes to the bud, like as connoisseurs, as guys that like actually enjoy just the feel of smoking, not just the
Yep.
high, but the actual aesthetic of smoking in general. So it's a difference, you know what I mean? Like I enjoy smoking over, eating something and feeling the high. Like I like the physical action of here's my fucking bun, here's my like I
Here's my
like going through
lighter.
this process.
Yep.
This feels like even what Sanchez is doing. I don't smoke joints like that because I smoke cigarettes, so it's like I don't want to like overdo it and make it feel like I'm doing
Yeah.
the same thing consistent. I
I
guess it's more of a mind thing, to be perfectly honest with
Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's a
feel
mind
that
thing.
too because like how like back in the day, like from the 20s to like the fifth like 70s, like smoking was cool.
you.
Yeah.
And like you know what I mean? Like I always had like growing up, I've been smoking since I was like maybe and I'm talking cigarettes
Yeah,
specifically. Like I've been smoking since I was like 12 or 13, which is really fucking bad.
yeah,
It is
At
bad.
that that's
yep.
that's 20 fucking years. Oh my
It's a
god.
Yeah,
long
same.
fucking time.
You know,
Same.
and dude, it's just like the fucking threshold.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And the threshold is really the double stuffing of it all, because like, now here's my question for you guys. Do you know when you're getting to the threshold?
I can feel it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can feel it. When I start to get like that, if I'm smoking an indica, as soon as I start to feel that body high is when I'm like, okay, I think I'm good. And then I let it coast out for about an hour. And if I start to feel it like die down or wear off, then I'll take another couple hits, let that fucking simmer for a minute or two,
Yeah.
and I'm normally good after that. But when I'm smoking sativa, it takes me a little longer because I want to feel that head high. And if I don't get that, it makes me want to smoke more.
What do you
So
prefer?
I prefer indica. Hybrid, but with
I'm talking
indica
like a head
dominant.
high or a body high.
A body high. Absolutely. I prefer a body high.
Yeah.
Geo?
Yeah. No, I would say body. Like when I smoke, like it. I mean, I smoke sativa. I'm a sativa guy. I like to be active when I smoke. I like to do shit actively when I'm stoned and shit. I just like the sensation and the creativity behind, being able to focus on one thing at a time and shit. But yeah, if I'm looking to get like really fucking stoned, I wait for like my legs to start like giving out while I'm sitting down. You know what I mean? Like once I start feeling that feeling, I'm like, all right, I gotta lay the fuck down. Once that feeling's in, it's like, all right, bet.
Yeah.
I don't need to smoke no
Yep.
more. Like I'm good.
Yeah. So
Like that's
Yep. I'm good.
but I'm actually the opposite. I prefer a head high.
Hmm.
I
Okay.
prefer to feel like my hair is being pulled all the way straight back and my face is being stretched like a pancake.
Jesus Christ.
Like that head high is fucking awesome. Like I want to be stuck, like I want to be
I can
fucking
get stuck
couch
off of a
potato.
body high.
Oh, I know you can.
Absolutely.
I've seen it.
I know. I know.
You got
As much
first-hand
as we fucking smoke.
experience.
Yep. First-hand experience.
Sanchez is a witness, man. Oh my god.
Look back to our episode where I was actually there in person. That was actually a really good one. Just want to go ahead and throw that one out there.
Oh,
Yeah,
hell
that was fun. Oh, dude. So, what about positive and safe environments and mindsets? Do you think that could be a good high inducer?
yes, definitely.
Yeah, because I've always felt more comfortable being super stoned around someone who I smoked with
Mm,
instead of being with someone who doesn't smoke.
hmm
It just makes me feel more it's more of a euphoric feeling for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
Do
yeah,
you
no, I agree.
guys do you guys feel like you have different highs in different places? Like
yes.
we
Yeah,
smoke at home normally, right? We
Yeah.
sit here and we smoke, but like for example, when I was at Gio's house, I was fucking rocked, and not because of the ice cream scoops, but because just different environment, you
Yep.
know?
yeah, nah. Like a good example of that would be, all right, I could smoke at home and be, perfectly fine, like function, the way I do. Now, the difference between me smoking at home and then me smoking before, say, like a performance when I would fucking do the stage shit. I used to smoke to kind of mentally prepare myself to get out of, my normalcy. So it was like, all right, I'm preparing to basically entertain. Like this is the reason why I'm smoking. Like I didn't like the feeling of going up on stage and not being high because I felt like if I wasn't high, I wasn't giving 100%. Like I wasn't going as off as I usually would when I was stoned. Because I don't know. I guess it was the sobriety holding me back from like
We're
thinking I'm gonna make a
disappointed
fool
in
out
you
of
not being
myself.
stoned enough.
A lot of musicians say that too. A lot of
Yeah, you know what
musicians
I
say that.
mean. But that's probably like my best example as far as like a difference in scenario with the high. Like I got more of a very crazed, energetic high, like just before performing, in comparison to smoking the same shit here at home, where I don't get the crazed energy, but I still get like that motivation or that drive to
Yeah.
want to do something. You know what I mean?
Yep. I always feel better. Like, I like smoking at home. It's my safe zone.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone knows that. But if I happen to decide that I want to go to a park or I want to go to like a nature reserve because there's a bunch of them down here near me.
And you can't smoke in national parks or parks in general.
It's
Oh,
not
yeah.
a national park. I got away with it fine. Nobody checked on me. I was okay. I promise.
Listen, we've all
I'm not
smoked at a
saying
park,
do
all
it.
right?
Not
And
saying do it.
yeah,
But
listen, we've all smoked at a park, and I'm not
oh
talking
yeah,
about a
absolutely.
park with a school down the block. We're talking about like big old.
I've smoked at school. The fuck?
Oh, hell yeah. I
Listen,
think all of us at one point or another have done that 1,000 feet of a school zone fucking thing. Come on.
Yeah, absolutely.
We've all
Or-
smoked
or-
within
or-
1,000 feet of a school
or
zone.
smoke with an educational administrator.
Yeah, that
Or-
too.
yeah. Or had one of them sell you weed.
I have to say, me smoking at school was the best high that I have ever had.
No names mentioned, but yeah.
So
I had a
we
teacher
want-
sell
wanna-
me weed.
we wanna talk
Nice.
Bergen
about
High School. Hoorah.
we want to talk about a high inducer. I remember the first time I smoked with my sister,
Oh, God.
and she lit me up. I remember I was just telling my wife this story a few weeks ago when my sister was here, that my sister lit me up, and I was so, and it was right before like first class,
Mhm.
and at first I wasn't even high. I was just, I smoked it. I smoked with my sister. She lit me up, whatever. And me and her didn't even talk like that then, We hated each other like every brother and sister does. I get into class. I am fucking rocked out my mind, bro. I'm sitting there during history class and they're saying something about fucking Hammurabi or some shit like that.
Okay.
And I'm like this.
Not even.
And I
engaging.
remember one of the dudes that was smoking was in my class. I think he used to, when we were in school suspension, he said his name was Chris Cross, and he got more in school suspension for that too. But I remember turning around and looking at him, and he was like, "Yo, you're fucking high."
Nope.
We don't condone
so-
this, by the way. This is
No,
not
don't condone
condoned.
this.
And if you're under the age of 21, you shouldn't be watching this podcast anyway.
No, you really shouldn't be. This is not for children.
We have a
I mean, we're
disclaimer
just-
for a
Disclaimer
reason.
for a reason. Yep.
Exactly.
Every episode there's a disclaimer. There's a reason why we spoke legally in our great states. But anyway, do you guys ever consider THC and CBD ratios?
Okay. I've always been a fond believer of if it gets me high, I don't give a fuck what it is.
That was my dad, dude. My dad was the same way. Just get me stoned. I don't care
just
what
get
it
me
is.
stoned. Like I don't care what it is, where it came from,
Yeah.
how it was
Yeah.
grown. Like just get me stoned. Now I was like that for a long time, up until
There's always an up until.
dispensaries opened up and options were made available.
Yes.
Once options were made available, then I started looking more into the percentages and things like that, and kind of like getting a hold of what strain and like what what worked for me better as far as like the kind of weed that I felt that had the most effect on me, which was sativas and shit. Like indica has an effect on me, but it has an effect I don't like. I
Puts his ass
fall
to
into
sleep.
a coma. Yeah, I fall into a fucking coma. It's like me eating that fucking cheddar broccoli macaroni shit. Puts me in a fucking coma. I don't know why, but it does.
Well, then here I have a question to segue off of that. When you actually go to a dispensary, I know that we're going to get a bunch of people that do this. Yeah, I do this. Do you guys always like go for the highest percentage, or do
Yes.
you like? Okay, see, I
Yes.
don't.
I don't
don't.
For
either.
the highest percentage and the strain that like I guess ties in with what I like, sativa.
Yeah, no, I don't do that. I don't.
I'm-
I try
I'm
and
a-
find a
I'm a
medium
visual guy.
percentage. I like a medium percentage, so that way I can actually, feel my high, but still be functional. Because going
put
for
me on
the
my ass.
highest percentage for me,
Put me on
it's going
my
to put me
ass.
in a weak coma every time. Doesn't matter what the type of strain.
I'm
it is.
super picky. And like when I mean super picky, like if I'm in your house and you're rolling a blunt, don't let me look at your weed because I will criticize it. Because I don't look at percentages, I don't look at stuff like that. And the only reason why is because I've gotten to a point where I'm visually induced
Mhm.
by
Yeah.
by the look of some of these strains, like Sour Diesel is one
Mhm.
of the sexiest strains I've
Oh
ever
yeah.
seen in my life.
Oh yeah.
Okay. And in saying that, it is fluffy. It needs to be fluffy. And when I mean fluffy, it needs to be fluffy to the point that I could peel the leaf off of of the bud. And yes,
Hmm.
that's possible. That's
Yes.
Mhm.
possible. It's very real, guys. It's very
Yep.
real. I know you guys don't get weed like we do, but it's real.
it, it
Okay.
is a possibility.
You know,
It is a possibility.
No, but
but yeah,
I mean, I could agree too. Yeah, I like to make sure the flower looks
little
appealing. Like,
little bulby, little
yeah,
bulby.
yeah. Like, show me some crystallization. Show me some colors. Like, what was it? I think it was called Pink Runts. That was the name of the strain, and it was
My mom just had
dark
that.
as all hell. I'm talking about the
Yeah.
most purple, dark looking
Oh
bud, but it
yeah.
was like really
When I first
bright,
saw it,
dark. Like, holy shit! But it
when
was
I
good.
first saw the bud, I was like, "Is that Granddaddy Perp?" Because that's literally what it looked like.
That's what it
Yeah,
It
looked
looked
like.
like
Yeah,
GDP.
it looks
It
like
just
looked like
coal.
straight
GDP.
fucking purple leaves.
It looks like
Everything. I
coal.
loved it.
Can you
That one. What was
imagine
the
like
other one?
can you imagine for Christmas getting it like and then you open up and you think it's coal and it's like no motherfucker. It's fucking it's pink ruds,
Shit,
bitch.
dude. Nah, Pink Runts was definitely a good smoke. Like it was smooth as hell,
Mm.
but it was that. It was just the look. The look of that bud itself was immediately appealing.
Mm. So so my last inducer that I have,
I have one more too.
yeah, is water.
I haven't heard that.
No, and I say water because I drink a lot of water before smoking because I like a smooth hit, and I
Mm,
have you guys hear me all the time. I cough like a motherfucker sometimes,
Hmm.
you know.
guilty.
Yep, and
Guilty.
and and I get called out on it. I get called on it, and you guys should be screaming at me, telling me to drink water.
Yeah,
That's
we do.
I just
that's
tell you to shut the fuck up. Like,
that too, or die quietly, or
or cough
something.
like a man.
Yeah,
Yeah, cough like a
yeah,
man.
because I
What you
cough
just
because I cough like this.
Yeah, seriously. It sounds
you
like he's
do.
like calling for help when he coughs.
Sound like a whimpering deer is what it sounds like.
Yeah, it's bad. I cough really bad, guys. They're being serious. This is not a joke.
No.
And
No, it's not.
and in saying that, especially before taking dab hits, if you drink like a go, you don't fucking drink the fucking don't, you know, take a good sip, take a nice
Mhm.
dab hit, and sit back. Don't hold your hit in because dab hits are not meant to be held in. You smoke
Yep.
it, you smoke it as far as you could get it in and get it out. And I'm telling you, it'll be so much smoother with water. And I feel like that the water induces the high a little bit because not only do I get that nice little, that smooth hit, but when it comes out, it's like I get a nice little taste of it too, like a
Mm,
burp.
all right. Now, my other inducer is something that I say consistently. You guys hear me say it more than enough of times. You don't get off unless you what?
Cough.
Cough.
Exactly. So coughing. those coughs definitely induce the high. I
You get that one
definitely feel
good
10
cough.
times higher after I finish a good little cough sesh.
Yep.
You
I
you
do
get
too.
that you get that one good cough
Oh,
that that makes you like
yeah. It's
and
like
then
you're having a
Where you
fucking
feel
stroke.
where you feel like you're gonna throw the fuck up.
One of those where the smoke is still crawling out of mouth while you're
Yeah.
like, one of those. And then your eyes get red, your fucking beads of sweat falling down your shit.
you're
That's the
crying,
fucking cough session I like.
you're fucking crying.
Yeah,
And
where
you
you got people around you like, hey, you need me to call somebody? Like, that's
yo,
the cough.
does it ever get that bad that you just let all the sweat and the tears just drip so you can enjoy the high for a second?
Oh, yeah, dude. I'll sit here and just everything just dripping into a bucket underneath. I don't give a fuck. I'm stoned.
Yeah.
I want to
Oh,
get
man.
high. I'm gonna die until I can get there.
Oh, shit. Dabs, what you got?
I don't know, man. Nothing gets me like super buzz, but a good conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the best times that I've ever felt like while smoking stoned and stoned as fuck is when we're all chilling off air in our Discord, just bullshitting. That is the
Yeah.
best.
Missing
Like,
out on
Definitely a good
content.
inducer. Yeah,
yep.
man.
Missing out
I
on
actually
content
agree.
every single time.
I know we do, but still.
Especially after 11 a.m. every morning.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no. Once it turns 11 a.m., it's like when shit,
Oh, yeah. We don't hesitate. It's not even like a
Yep.
minute after.
But I appreciate you guys respecting my role. Thank you.
I
said,
try
once
so
that
hard.
59-second mark hits just before the fucking 11 mark, what? I'm already prepping my fucking holster. I'm unbuttoning it from the side. I'm getting ready to shoot.
Because
I
he's
love-
had 5 things backed up since 9 a.m. in the morning.
Yep.
Just stashed.
So, we'll be right back right after this.
Why
Oh,
am I still
okay.
muted?
There we go.
Oh, there we go.
I don't know what the hell happened there.
You forgot you had control over our voices, you motherfucker.
God damn it. I had said something too. God damn it.
Shit.
So no,
Yeah, I was
it's
jamming
because
out to
the
that.
video, it went longer than it was supposed to. I got to cut out the ending of that. But
Bastards.
yeah, guys, we got new merch available. Make sure you get your new merch today.
Yes.
It's really nice stuff. There's the gigawatts one, and and we're back to, and you see it up there. It's the pause for the cause,
Scudding.
and we have a
God
really
damn it.
good.
We have a what?
We had a really good cause today that Dabs wanted to bring up.
Word. And what
Wait,
what
what?
causes that?
What causes that? What happened now? What?
You don't
Is,
remember?
No.
Male
I don't.
erectile dysfunction? Is
Shut
that
up.
the That's not it.
So what Dabs wanted to convey to you guys who listen to the show, that no matter who you are,
Oh,
this show is this show is for you. Go ahead, do it.
Yep.
I'll
All
do
right.
it.
So I know that we normally thank our fans and stuff like that during Pause for the Cause. So I want to start off by saying thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We accept all of you. Doesn't
Mhm.
matter if your sexual orientation, what your pigment color is, what you do, how you make your money, whatever. You're out here every Tuesday hanging out with us, listening to us be weird, talk, bullshit, smoke, and we accept all of you and we appreciate every last one of you that comes through and hangs out with us on a Tuesday. And I know it's in the middle of a work week and it's very difficult for those who work a 9 to 5. We air at 10, but we appreciate it. All of the platforms, make sure you check us out. We're on YouTube, we're on Spotify, we're on Apple Music, Amazon, all of that. I would like for us to try and get on Anchor. I feel like that we could.
are on Anchor.
We are on Anchor. Okay, well
Yeah,
then there
we
you
are
go.
on Anchor.
I was corrected.
It's not called Anchor anymore though. It's Spotify for podcasters.
Oh, so it's Spotify.
Woo.
It's Spotify.
Well, to piggyback
so-
off of what he's saying, acceptance, all that great stuff, but we will judge you on the type of weed you smoke. With
yes,
that
we
being
will
said-
do that. That is what we will do.
There's that fucking bitch ass cough. God damn it. Cough like a man.
Oh, so no, yeah,
The fuck was
we want to smoke
Oh
with you.
God.
We want to smoke with you.
the
you know,
fuck?
we want to smoke with you guys. So just
You cough like a crying baby deer, Sanchez.
because I am. I'm the Bambi. I'm the one that doesn't die.
I'm the Bambi.
Wow.
Oh God. Don't you ever disrespect my second favorite Disney character like that again. Don't you ever
Oh
do
my
that.
god.
She'll be okay.
Second
She'll be
favorite. Who's your
Second
first?
favorite. Aladdin.
It would be you fucking. You
I've
right.
always,
New
I've always been,
world.
listen, I've always been a Darkwing Duck kind of guy. But hey,
I mean,
He's like
You're nothing
fifth
wrong
on
with
my
D-
list. I like
you're not
Darkwing
wrong with
Duck, though.
DW.
No.
I wanted to ask you guys because so we had the high inducer conversation, but I
Yeah.
want to kind of end the show. I wanted to know what kind of because we're gonna do the spin the wheel in a minute. What
Yeah.
kind of what do you think is like a good like game or like type of music to listen to when you're high?
Hmm.
Like
I start?
what's your go to? Yeah.
Okay, so
I like.
okay. So I listen to pretty much damn near everything. But if I'm getting into the right mindset to do something while I'm smoking, I normally listen to artists like Twisted, Cottonmouth Kings, Potluck, underground stoner hip hop is normally what I listen to. I enjoy the beats because they're very on that West Coast style stoner rap, which I really do enjoy. Um and if not, I do listen recently I've been listening to Sleep Token and Bad Omens while I smoke. I enjoy their music while I smoke too.
Poor souls, by the way.
Yeah,
Poor souls.
I fall more into the genre of like. I mean, same ordeal. I listen to everything. I usually let my playlist just fly. But if I'm selecting personally, I like to get as mind tingly as possible. So a lot of technical, progressive shit like that, just to
Nice.
tickle the mind as much as possible. Shit like Carnival or even fucking Tesseract, shit like that. Just to like really fuck with the audible. I just like hearing a bunch of shit. I don't know why. It's weird.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Yeah, for me, I like listening. Like when I'm stoned, I just love listening to a lot of first wave, like Depeche Mode.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Like
That's my
every
playlist.
time, yeah, like every time "Don't You Want Me, Baby" comes on, like I love that type of
Dude.
music. I that's
Oh,
like,
no.
and you do too. That's like some of your
Dude,
favorite.
are you kidding me? Once Sunglasses
Yeah,
of Men comes on my fucking playlist, I mark out. Like I grab my
yeah,
shit and I'm like, let's go. Let's fucking
yeah.
go.
Like I sit there and I'd listen to that stuff, and I get super hyped up with it, man. But guys, oh God, no, you're not
uh,
supposed to
uh,
spin.
you spun it? You
Sorry
bastard.
about that. All right, so
Look at him spinning.
ladies and gentlemen,
You pre-spun. You and your
yes,
damn
I did.
pre-spun.
And guys, this is the time. Okay,
Two. Is that a porn?
time
Are we
to
making porn?
spin that wheel. Nope, not until 11 p.m.
All right, cool. Oh, that one's PM.
We made other rules that we won't repeat on the air.
Fair enough. Yeah, let's not. All right, so what we got on the wheel? Let's see.
So we
What's
have
next week?
updated the wheel. We've added so many new things and updated it, and we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna roll the dice, and I added more spin agains.
Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
So we're spinning, and we're spinning, and we're spinning, and we're no.
Oh my god!
Oh! Ladies
Well,
and gentlemen,
that means we're gonna
That's
have
gonna
to.
be fun.
We're gonna have
I'm
to stream
excited.
some more, guys.
yeah. So
We gotta stream some more.
to prepare, it's damn BRVG board is so bright.
Yeah, dude, turn it off.
So, I mean, you guys, you know what? Come catch us this week. We're gonna stream some GTA. We love GTA. We love the game. I don't. There's nothing that's going to take us away from that.
Oh,
We
no.
get to talk about so much about it, from the early days of what it was to what it's about to be.
Yeah, for real.
We
We
can
got
talk about
GTA
the
6 dropping.
GTA Online, GTA RP, GTA RP before RP was out.
Yep.
Ooh, this
And
is
I
gonna be
have a
fun.
whole lot of history about that
Yeah,
because I was a part of that PS3
yeah,
RP
and then you
community.
got me, who was in the 5M community, and
Yep.
and then oh my god. So
Yeah,
guys,
it's gonna be a good episode.
thank you so
I'm
much. Thank you so
excited.
much. This is going to be fun. I'm actually very happy that GTA was chosen, because I bet you
Yes.
if I was screen sharing when I first accidentally spun the wheel, I bet you it wouldn't have been GTA. It probably would have been, I
Like
don't know,
something
the
something
fall of
stupid.
some shit like the fall of E3, because we choose all our topics, and if you have
Yes.
the topic, give it to us.
We will
We'll
Yes,
put
talk
it
we
on
will
the
about
put it
wheel.
on the
anything,
wheel.
We'll throw
but
that shit right
We'll
on the
put it on
wheel.
the
it
wheel.
has to be about cannabis or video games.
One of the two.
Yep.
And it could be as R-rated. We could talk about that one game, like what sex with like we could talk, there's just so much, like so much.
There's a lot of games. There's a lot of
Guys,
games that we don't want to talk about right now.
yeah. So final thoughts.
Next week, you better tune in and keep your eyes peeled on the merch store. This spring, we got some drops and bangers coming in. And this spring, 3 weeks, guys. 3 weeks, they're up on the store. After 3 weeks, they're gone. So make sure you're in that store buying those limited edition pieces as soon as they're up. And of course, we'll let you know when they are.
That's right, Dabs.
Again, thank you guys for tuning in every week. We appreciate it.
Yes.
The regulars and stuff, you guys know who you are, and you know that we appreciate y'all. Also, shameless plug, I do stream on weekends. Please come tune in to my Twitch streams, twitch.tv/strange dabs gaming. There's no G at the end of that. Please don't try and
Because
search
he's a
for
G
it
all by
as
himself.
Strange
That's
Dabs
it.
Gaming, because it is not Strange Dabs Gaming. It is Strange Dabs Gaming.
Mhm.
Gaming. But yes, please come through to my Twitch and hang out with me. I would greatly
Do it.
appreciate it.
Do
Trying
it.
to hit
Don't-
affiliate
don't-
again.
Don't be a bitch
Let's-
about it. Just do it.
Let's all smoke together, guys. Have
Yep.
a good night.
One last hit before we go.
Oh yeah,
One more?
one
One more
more.
hit before we go.
Okay. Pause for the off.
Oh, hang on.
See,
I'm not there yet.
Always
Hang on.
calling and then fucking it up.
I know. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
You're
Always
lucky.
calling
You're
it.
lucky I
Forgive
didn't
me.
take it a lot though.
Okay, let's go.
You didn't take it all? All right, take it all. Take it all in. All of it. See you next week, motherfuckers.
See you next week.